Today, we filed a lawsuit on behalf of Edith Windsor, and it's a lawsuit that challenges the constitutionality of what's called the Defense of Marriage Act.
I was introduced to Thea in 1963 at the Portofino restaurant in Greenwich Village. That evening, we danced and danced until I wore a hole in my stocking. Thea was beautiful, vibrant, and incredibly smart. We met often after that, at parties and dinners, and though we had a magnetic attraction that drew us toward each other, it wasn't until 2 years later that we became a couple. We became engaged with a circular diamond brooch in 1967, and the rest is indeed history. Thea was first tentatively diagnosed with chronic progressive multiple sclerosis in 1977. It happened to both of us as a couple, as a family. When Thea passed away in February 2009, I was overcome with grief. In the midst of my grief at the loss of the love of my life, I had to spend countless hours defending our relationship to the federal government. While New York State considered us married, the federal government did not. So the government taxed what I inherited from Thea as though we were strangers rather than spouses, a law that effectively imposes a tax on being gay.
And that's just unfair, because the federal government defers in every other context to a determination by the states about whether a couple is married or not. And New York State considers Edie and Thea married. And so for the federal government to simply say, no, you're not married, you're strangers to one another, and to tax them that way, we think is profoundly unfair and that it violates equal protection.